Well, hello, beautiful Scorpio. This is your September reading. I'll focus more on the first week of September, but we will tap into the general energy for September for you. Remember, this is just a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. Please also look to your moon and Venus sign for any other indicators if you're looking for love and relationships as well. I will be doing some bonus love readings as well later this week, so keep an eye out for those if that is something you're interested in. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, we are in Virgo season, so we're in that earthy energy. We've also got the double earth energy because we've got beautiful Venus, the planet of love, in Virgo as well. So people are being, look, you're a water sign, you are compatible with earth signs. Virgo's great energy, but because we've got that double earth energy, and then last month we had double fire and the double air with Gemini transiting through Mars, some miscommunications could happen. Now, I remember when I did the Scorpio read, there was kind of like somebody was offended by some things you had said. So that's some energy that might be coming through into September. So let's jump in, and I just want to pull some cards to get the general energy for you, my darling Scorpio. Okay, spirits and guides, please give us some guidance for beautiful Scorpio today. Okay, we've got that and a couple of cards extra there. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Now we've got straight up Queen of Swords, which does tap into that Gemini kind of energy, and like I said, that miscommunication energy. But whoa, look at the beautiful colors on that card. And it's, I always think this card, I don't know if it's meant to be, but it reminds me of Frida Kahlo, the Mexican artist. She really focused on the themes of life and death and those kinds of things. Really interesting because it's a very Scorpio type thing. And we've got here the Princess of Swords. She looks really sassy. I love this card. It's got the moon there. It's interesting how I said there was a miscommunication. I almost feel like you're kind of saying, I didn't mean it, and drawing on that cute self that you can sometimes do, beautiful Scorpio. So let's have a look at these other two cards that we've got here for you. And we've got the King of Cups, which is, your watery energy. So I'm wondering, is there a significant other coming through there? I feel like I focus on this, and you've got the Lovers there. I feel like with the water signs readings have really focused on romance and love type situations. Beautiful energy with the Lovers and King of Cups, and I'm wondering if that's a significant other that you are interested in. Or you're spending time with someone who's making you feel emotionally fantastic, because these two cards here are looking great for you here. Coming into your own into this month, like you're suddenly flowering again and being your true, beautiful Scorpio self. I mean, Scorpios are truly unique, very magnetic, and you can see from that color and energy from the cards, it's really come through on that beautiful Scorpio. Okay, so progressing on, spirits and guides, I want to just pull a couple of oracle cards just to get a clear message for you to keep in mind, my darling Scorpio. You've got here, the collective field impacts you, unseen forces in action. It's got some really colours coming through for you today. And what has no bearing on what will be? What is has no bearing on what will be? I feel this really strong. It's been so much vibrant colours. I feel like you're finding yourself this month a bit more, Scorpio. Like I felt with that energy last month, there was a few unsettling things in your energy coming through, but I really feel like you're loving this new energy coming through for the month of September. So let's have a look at these oracle card meanings for you a bit more deeply. So for the one on the right, 38, collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. When you are on a personal growth and spiritual journey, before long the work starts to work you. When this happens, the only thing left to do is to surrender. You may feel stuck, and often it's because of unseen forces impacting your spiritual and emotional journey. The collective consciousness is one of the biggest influences in our life. Its unseen forces push against us every day. They are shared beliefs, ideas, moral attitudes, and that operate in a unifying force within society. So often the collective patterns are those of fear, suffering, and anxiety. You've pulled this card because a lot of what you are going through and feeling right now is not yours. It has been picked up energetically from those around you, from the planet's collective consciousness. One consciousness, loving thought at a time, and you can move yourself into a more peaceful state by disengaging with the collective energy. Your divine assignment, patterns from your family history, your lineage, your DNA, and your ancestors could also be blocking you. Sometimes habits, patterns, thoughts, perspectives, and beliefs are passed down through generations. It can be difficult to know if your past is affecting your present and therefore shaping your future. The question to ask yourself is, how can I relinquish control of this situation that feels blocked? It's a very interesting question, darling Scorpio. And those blockages that you feel, around you, I think they're really yours to let go of this month. I see that blooming around you with those colours in the other cards. It's an opportune time to let go of what doesn't serve you, darling Scorpio. And then for the other card we have for you is, what is has no bearing on what will be. For things to change in your life, you have to see things as you want them, not as they are. Chances are you are focusing on what is instead of what might be, the possibilities. Your divine assignment, there is no future in your past. The past is over and the future is not yet. Breathe into the moment and appreciate it for all it is. You can realign yourself with the light by focusing on what you want at your deepest core. Step into this higher vibration and avoid falling into the negative thinking. Let yourself be drawn to the possibilities of wonder and excitement and choose to focus on what you really want and need. Continue to focus on your ideal future. Now is a great time to create a vision board, declutter, feng shui your home, use crystals, candles, go on a detox, start a new exercise program, help shake up that stale energy. Focus on what type of life you want to live. Spend time each day visualizing how you want to spend your days. Remember to only focus on what you want. And that's something that has come through. It's a message that's been coming through in a lot of the readings. And the question to ask here is, what does my ideal life look and feel like? And I have had this message come through in a lot of the readings around, we're in September and it's that perfect time in this portion of the year to think about how we don't want to reflect back at Christmas or the New Year and think, I really wasted the last part of the year not doing or not achieving the things that I wanted to achieve. We all dislike that feeling. I don't think anybody likes getting to Christmas or New Year and thinking, I could have, done that thing that I wanted to do. And it doesn't mean overwhelming yourself with it, all of these tasks that you want to achieve. But, if there's one little thing, a little thing that you want to change and track, you can certainly do that. September in that season of, in the Northern Hemisphere, you're going into the colder season. It's a time for withdrawal and thinking about that kind of, it's almost like a hibernation really. And then in the Southern Hemisphere, we're going into that period of, it's sunny, it's light, we're going into spring and summer. So it's that, what do I really want to get out of life going into Christmas? So some interesting things there to consider. Now the other card that has come straight up there is the moon. The moon seems to stalk these readings when it's full moon or new moon. Now you've got a person coming through here in your reading straight away And it's the King of Trees, which is the King of Wands energy. And then you have the Knight of Stars, which is the Knight of Pentacles energy. I'm wondering if these are two separate people or two people on your mind. Could be work colleagues, some kind of situation there. I definitely see them as two very different people. That there's definitely the energy coming through here. One more compassionate and the other one is really quite reserved. This is a message for somebody watching, that there's an acknowledgement of these two people in the situation. Now you've got here the Four of Hearts, which is the Four of Cups, and then you've got the Three of Hearts, which is joy. I feel like they're almost like kind of opposing each other there, and I really feel this. There's things here that it's time to let go of, darling Scorpio. And I don't know if it's the energy of these other two people here that you're sitting between, but there's a definite energy that you're needing to serve your higher purpose here. And you've got here beautiful energy of the Nine of Hearts, which is the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, and number 20, the Awakening, which is that Judgment card. But what a beautiful portrayal of that with the Awakening, because that's certainly, it's where you wake up to your own beautiful gifts. And Ace of Trees there is the Ace of Pentacles, and it goes back to that really grounding energy for you with this Virgo season. I feel like spirits and guides are sending you this really specific message. Even with the visuals in that card in Awakening, it's like thinking through that situation is going to give you some answers. I feel like there's those two energies in the background there with those two I was going to say players. I hope they're not players, darling Scorpio. You've got another ace here, right? Ace of Trees coming through, and also the Eight of Trees. And so there's this real energy here about starting again, and also about this path. Look at this, the Chariot there. There's a path here for you that you need to go down. And I think with this Eight of Pentacles energy and this Ace of Pentacles energy, which is the Ace of Trees there, it really is that kind of that grounding energy for you. It's almost like there's some things that you need to resolve. You've got the Magician coming through there, and I feel like I've got this feeling like there's a new you kind of just coming into your own here. I know, Scorpio, you often portray a very confident approach and attitude, but sometimes deep within it's very hard for you to admit what is upsetting you and dragging you down. It's very, you only open up to a select few. You've got the Four of Wands there. I feel like, again, this is this reinforcing about this joyous energy for you, and moving forward in that Magician energy as well, that Ace as well. And kind of those other key figures that kind of played out in this reading are ones that you may be dealing with through the month of September. I will do a specific reading on some of those energies for you later on in the week. And I really loved that you had this Nine of Hearts energy, which is that Wish card and the Awakening. I really just wanted to close out the reading with this, darling Scorpio, and I'll go a bit more deeper into those two characters in your reading, the King of Trees and the Knight of Stars, in a separate reading for you, darling Scorpio. So if you've made it this far in the reading, yes, comment below. I want the bonus. I really should have gone back and I'm just not quite sure why I did not drill down on those two in that reading for you, my darling Scorpio. But I'll do a special one. I sense that there's a really big meaning in that, and that's why I have to do a separate reading for you. Okay, my loves, thank you again for sharing your space with me today. As always, take care and please have a beautiful day. Okay then, bye-bye.